Hello and welcome to the first installment of Tyler Bought a Camera. I am Tyler, this is my camera. To my right is my devilishly good looking co-host, the cult of personality, Lincoln the Adventure Pug. Also goes by Link, little sausage Link, Lincoln Log. It's got some clever ones. Anyway, what I'm looking to do here is basically break down social barriers, social structures that we created, and let people see the individual for the individual. I don't know where this got lost, but it certainly did. And I'm hoping to, dust off the pieces of that fossil and just open people's eyes a little bit more. Today, I'm going to be interviewing this person. His name is Steve. He also goes by Steve-O, which is pretty cool. He is homeless. He has been homeless for a good while now. Steve is a solid human being, though. And I have a little story for him, or from him rather. When I was younger, I was riding my bike around as a kid, and he stopped me and he asked me for $1. I was like, yeah, no problem, man. And he's like, I feel really bad having to ask you, times are tough. It's like, hey, we all need a hand every now and then, don't worry about it. And I give him the $1, and he's like, I'll pay you back. It's like, it's okay, you don't have to pay me back, no worries. Well, sure enough, 3 weeks later, 2-3 weeks later, I'm riding my bike around Hope Sound again, and he stopped me, he waved me down, and he came up to me, he goes, hey man, I owed you this, and he gave me $1. I couldn't believe it, I was shocked. It had nothing to do about the $1, obviously, but this guy showed so much character. He was going through such a rough situation, rough time, and he just had his value still. He had his character still. And that meant so much to me. And that actually shaped me a lot. I've never forgotten that. I was a kid when that happened to me. And here I am telling the story. But that meant a lot to me. And it showed me that valuing morals is more important than money. It's more important than a lot. I think things like that define a person, not their social structure, their social status rather. The fact that he's homeless doesn't define him. That's a good man. I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't do something like that. I think that's something diamonds do. And anyway, I was driving around. I just got back to my hometown not that long ago. I was driving around and I saw him out there. I saw him out on the streets again. Man, it kind of broke my heart, but it just popped in my head. I was like, hey, let me go talk to him. Let me try to interview him, to hear his story. I doubt he remembers me, but I'd like to remind him of that story, and I'd like to hear his story. I'd like to talk to him, give him an opportunity to, enlighten us on his perspective of the world, because, man, that's a genuine dude, and I have no idea what it's like looking from that side of the glass, so I'm really curious, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity. Hope he talks to me. I don't think he'll remember me, but really looking forward to it. And yeah, let's see what we get.
I've been on my own for so long. Doesn't matter anymore. Does it? Really? Only the people that give a shit about me are the people I care about. Not my family at all. But I got the short end of the straw. I've been on my own since I was 12. I'm 47. 100% American. Right there. Means fuck you.
So, when you were 12, just rough home life, and then got the skill, you started
I went to the
climbing
woods.
trees and shit?
I went to the woods. Then I got a job with a friend that I graduated high school with, Martin County High School.
You was in Martin County?
Yeah.
I went to South Fork, man. We're not supposed to be talking.
South Fork wasn't even there.
Really?
No. I graduated in 88. 88.
I didn't even win in Martin County. That's pretty cool. So you,
I was a champion. I play baseball. That's why I come here. Because that field right there,
where you started?
I threw my arm out. My dad let me do it.
Playing Little League?
Yeah, but I got an arm like a rocket. And it's just, I was gifted with that. Left-handed. Anybody left-handed
Yeah,
is
left-handed
gifted.
pitchers. That's desired.
I just, if you don't think about life at a young age, you're not going to make it unless you have family help, financial help. You're not going to get nothing.
Yeah.
You're going to have to learn a trade or do something. If you do not, you're going to be what they per se bum. I'm not a bum. I'm just a person with nothing. So be it. So be it. And the word of Bible means a word of thank you. Period.
I like what you said, man, because you're absolutely right. And a lot of people don't think about it at a young age because they're not thinking long term. They can't see themselves in a failure because they just think, if I mess up, I'll just bounce back up. But if you're on your own and you don't have resources to get pulled back up.
Not only that, they're given most of what they have, and they haven't earned it.
Right.
If you do not earn it, you will not respect it.
You won't value it.
No.
Yeah.
By any means. Never. It's not happening. I tell every kid I see, are you doing good in school? That's the first thing I say. Yes, I believe them. Because of my, should I not?
Right.
But as long as they're doing good, I'm with them. I got your back.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I've been that way all my whole life. It's about learning a person that does not have the knowledge of recognizing whether they're right or wrong. I live in that shack right there. Okay? I'm very fortunate. I lost my bike last night. That was a $400 bike. I earned that. Gone. But I have no choice but to learn to deal with it because that bike's gone. Whoever got that bike needs to keep running because if they do not and they stay in this town.
Yeah, people are looking.
Wrong answer.
God.
But
You talked to me before the shed. Before the shed. What you were in?
I live in the bush. It's
What is that like? Like what's
you adapt, you overcome, you build something, make a hut, make something. It's a hard life, yes, but at the same time, you learn to adapt to everything and not rely on anyone. Once you do, you're either a pain in the ass or you're somebody that doesn't really want it. You just want it given to you. No. It doesn't work that way. You have to build your own way. At one time, I lived beside
Publix?
Lowe's. I built a log cabin, and I had a bunch of little kids come back and destroy everything I own. And I just had that happen to me. So now, I'm stuck. But you know what? I will adapt and overcome and find a way. If I cannot find a way, I will die trying. So be it. So be it. The word of Bible means a word of thank you. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be, and it's the way it remains.
One thing you told me was how important it is to travel light and like not
I don't
stockpile
travel
a
light.
bunch of stuff.
No, I'm not a pack rat.
Yeah. And you said because the more you have, the more
You gotta
chances
take
people,
care of.
Yeah.
And you gotta. There's two things I don't like in life, and that's a liar and a thief. Don't do it, because I already got nothing. So you're gonna steal from me? Really? I'll give you the shirt off my back.
That's been proven. I remember that.
I will do that, and it's people that are stingy and vindictive. I don't like. I don't like people like that. Be who you are, not what you think you want to be. Sometimes it'll work. Sometimes it's your fate.
Yeah.
Believe in the Lord, and it's everything's okay. Bam.
It's a good base to have.
It's the only thing keeps me going, man.
Really? Steve, it's been cold as hell the last couple days.
I know.
What is that? What is that like out here?
I love it.
Get the fuck out of here, Steve.
I love it because another 2 months it's gonna be hotter than hell.
Oh god.
Think about it. I live in Florida.
So you get so used to sweating and shit, and then having the contrast is
The cold is beautiful. You can always get warm. You can't get cold. It's called blankets. It's a fact. I mean, how do you think you can survive in something that you don't understand? You live in Florida. You wait 5 minutes and the weather will change.
pour on you or something.
It'll downpour. And once you get that, you're done. Unless you got the establishment or you built something or something, you got to improvise and prevail.
Yeah.
If you do not, you're done. You're going to rely on mama. No, it's not happening.
Yeah. Not always gonna be there.
No.
Steve,
I've been on my own for a long, long time.
that mentality, I mean, it's like cemented into your mind. Like
It's
the
gonna
persevere. Like, where did that start though? Like, where did you? I mean, that's been challenged
12.
so much,
12
but it's never gone away.
12 years old.
How?
I've been on my own since I was 12. And I can't get away from that. I don't rely on no one. Most of the people that help me are women. Never a guy. Very rare. They bring me anything I need, but I don't ask for it. Right now, I got 6 blankets. I don't need 6 blankets. I need 1. But they keep doing it. And that's intriguing. It's very nice. And I very much appreciate it. But stop, girls. Stop bringing me stuff. I can't. I'm not a heavy loader. I'm not.
Yeah, that's when you told me that. Someone dropped you off some stuff.
Yeah,
You're like, oh,
I mean,
I can't
jeez
tote all
Louise.
this.
Holy crapola, man. You know, I just, things in life are something you make of.
Yeah.
If you do not, you're gonna find out the hard way.
Is that what happened then? Like, just
I'm starting to click.
you're good, man. That's
It's anxiety.
yeah, but it's deep. Yeah, be you. That's it. That's all I want. That's all
No,
you
I
can
am
be.
me, and
Thank
I'm
God.
speaking. Hopefully, someone can hear this message, because either you get an education or you do not. You're gonna amount to nada. Nada means nothing.
See, I wanted to. One thing I really wanted to ask you was, Like in people's everyday life, we have like our routines for the day.
Your
we
regimen.
wake up. Yeah, exactly. Our regimen. We wake up, we eat, we go to work, we come home, we try to go to the gym, something, whatever. And when we're not doing that, we try to avoid people at all costs. Like say a laundromat or a bus stop, whatever, by being on our phones. Like we shut off to people. But someone in your position who observes people all day long, like I want to know how do you view people generally?
I look at them as their body movement and their voice. If they seem stressful, I stay away. If they don't, I associate. I can look at a person within 5 minutes. I can tell whether you're full of crap or you're real. If not, then I gotta stay away from you.
Yeah.
You're not my friend. You're just wanting what I know or have. And I don't deal with that.
Yeah.
Not in life, no. I learned that at a young age.
That sounds... Yeah, damn, I never really thought of it. That sounds
It's
like...
fucking real, dude.
Yeah, no, shit. I mean, that's what you have to do. Like, why would you complicate your day and talk to some asshole walking by? And he's
When
just
you
gonna...
get an asshole, bye, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
God,
really
like
think
the one
about
over at freaking Bell's, man.
Get
that said
screwed. Screw yourself, dude. You got a problem, bro.
Yeah.
Or somebody's going to give you a problem because you have a bad attitude. If you do not have a bad attitude and you have got good karma, then you're an awesome freaking person.
Yeah.
In my book. My book's big. Thick. It's a fact. And it's just... It's the people that you come across that you can tell they're not real, and I don't like that, man. I live in a freaking shed. I got permission? Yeah. But I have no bills. Who's the smart one? Me. It's a fact. And it's little things that make a big damn difference. Well, I pay rent. Well, I don't. And it's just, you know, I got all these bills. Well, you took upon that.
Right. So why talk to someone negatively? Why carry that
Thank
around
you.
with you all
Thank
day
you.
if that was a decision you made?
That's exactly what I meant. And it's little things like that. It just, survival is the fittest. If you can't, you need to go.
Yeah.
Go away. Or go to mama. Mama. No, not happening. You know, like I said, I've been on my own since I was 12 years old. And I'm 47.
Dude.
It's a lot of years.
I would have thought you were like
I'm 47 years
32.
old. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Your mama would be proud of you. But, like I said, be who you are, not what you think you want to be. And sometimes it'll work in life. If it doesn't, then you need to figure out some other situation.
Right.
Or other regimen. Anything. I'd be honest with you. Don't join the military. Nowadays, no. I did that. For 8 years I spent in the Corps. I got blown in half. And now I'm no one. I'm someone to meet. Be who you are.
What?
Don't fake.
So with the military, you went in as a Marine.
94 to 2004.
Infantry?
Down there 10 years. 8 years of my life. I got blown in half. And I can't.
What happened when you got blown? When you got
I ended up in a coma. And I ended up in Gainesville.
woke up from there?
Gainesville, Florida.
Where did you get blown
And
up?
I was in a coma for 4 months.
God.
Yeah, when I woke up, now I'm no one. I'm nobody.
What was that? What was that with the VA and
The VA, all they want to do is give me pills, man. And I don't want that. I'm not a drug addict.
Right.
I'm an alcoholic, yes. But any military man's an alcoholic. I don't give a damn who you are or where you're at. It just doesn't matter. It's a thing that comes with it.
There's a lot to manage. Take me back to that though. Like, where did you get blown up? Like, what was
I
going
got
on?
blown up in Fallujah, Iraq. I hit the wrong door and it blew the uniform. I woke up naked. And I had a fellow comrade hit me with white powder, which is morphine. And then I woke up in Gainesville.
Oh, shit.
My life ended. I was a Marine Corps from hell.
Did you love the Marines though? Like when you were in?
Once
Like, was
a
it-
Marine, always a Marine.
They give you that like direction. They gave you that like purpose.
I could still shoot the gnat off a fly's ass at 500 meters. That's a big shot.
I've never heard anyone say Nad's ass.
A gnat's ass at 500 meters. I can still do that.
Yeah,
I just wish people would realize that life is, it's not really what you make it, it's what you're given. It's your demeanor, your way of thinking. If you're thinking positive, you'll get positive. If you think negative, you will get negative. And that's a fact, Jack. I love that. I had to add that.
How do you?
I just
Yeah,
cope.
Steve, like coming from you, like though, how, like people on the outside would think, like, how does this person have that mindset? Like, there's so much we take for granted.
Yeah, and I see it every day. And I think it sucks.
And you're saying if you just are
It's all about them. What's in your wallet? No. What's in your wallet?
Right.
That's metaphorical speech. It's one of them things that you just. I know I haven't seen my wallet's probably got mildew on it. I haven't seen it in 8 months. But you know what? I learned to adapt and overcome. Find a way. If you cannot find a way, you'll die trying. So be it.
So what's important to you?
Important to me is having maybe a piece of crap trailer and a puppy dog. That's about it. I don't want nothing. I don't want your wallet. I don't lie or steal. I'm not with that. I can't. Because it's wrong. I believe in the Lord, but I don't go to church. Because I don't like hypocrites. I do not.
You have no idea.
I
how
can't
many people are
stand
gonna
it.
agree with that.
I can't stand it. It's wrong in my book. And my book is thick.
You had a pretty rough experience with that one.
Oh, I've just begun.
You went trying to get a bike, and they said, "What was that?"
Yeah, the church, the Catholic Church. I said I was told that you donate bicycles.
Yeah.
And the guy behind me, he was a volunteer. He said, "Oh, we only got one, but it's a good one." Hello? Well, I don't want no piece of crap.
Like, yep. That's,
Well, think about that. Hello,
like,
dude.
Who are you trying to give it to?
I want the good one, dog. And it's all about, I met a lot of hypocrites through church, but I read in the Bible, you don't now have to go to church to believe in the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Once you have faith in the Lord, you're good.
Yeah. It's about trusting God and following God and living
Amen.
what it said. You know?
I'll go with that.
You got to be the church. That's what I got out of it. Like Jesus was friends with prostitutes and fishermen, construction workers, stuff like that. He wasn't friends with the top level people.
Well, Jesus doesn't wear Nikes. He didn't.
That's my favorite.
He didn't have a leather jacket. Really?
Yeah, I wasn't that concerned with the material stuff. I wear sandals to church when I go, and it's my favorite thing in the world. People are like, sandals, really? I'm like,
yeah, they look down.
What Jesus wear?
That's why I don't do this one.
I never really understood that. Like, your Sunday's best. What are you dressing? Are you dressing up to learn?
Wear a tie?
Are you dressing up to look good? Because I don't think God cares what you look like.
No. He wore a robe.
Yeah. It's like dressing up for an x-ray machine. You don't, it doesn't, it's going to see what's inside of you. It doesn't really matter.
Fake people, I laugh. Because when I laugh, I'm really making fun of you, but not saying nothing. I just be who you are, man. Yeah. And if you do not, it will hurt you in the long run.
What do you think is, we talked about alcohol a little bit, and one thing I respect about you, I feel like a lot of people, when they have this thing where, like, I don't want to help someone that's homeless because I give money and they just buy alcohol and they just this and I'm just this. But one, that's not all homeless people.
No.
And two, when you're dealing with that, like, you don't know what's going on there in their day. You don't know, one, if there was a serious addiction, you can't just, like, people think, well, it's just going to go to alcohol. It's like,
you can't just quit.
Yeah.
It'll kill me. I need help. But it costs money. Yeah. It's all about your wallet. And that's wrong. That's not the American way. It shouldn't be. You should have free help as long as you want it. But you got to do it for yourself.
As long as you want it, yeah. That's
as long as you want
it. That's where people get burnt out. They try to help loved ones, family members, and shit like that, but they're not ready. They're not there yet. They don't want it, so they just get burnt out.
I do it because I got a lot of time on my head, man. And you live the life that I have, I think you drink too, dog. There ain't that's a given.
Yeah.
I inherited that from my father, and my mom can't stand it, but I'm not a part of my mom's life. Never happened. For over 40 years. I'm done. I don't want nothing. And I'm not doing it. Never. I won't. And it makes her mad. I live my life day for day. I come here, I take a Steve, and that's it.
Don't call that a Steve.
What?
You just gestured to the bathroom.
That was proper.
I told you can cuss on this thing.
I take a shit.
I don't want to hear you calling it a damn Steve.
But it's just a hypothetical.
Do you, I remember a while ago we talked about, like, you said I told you I had to go to work because I wish I could go to work.
I wish I had work.
I told you I would trade with you in a heartbeat right now.
I lost that oomph, man.
What was
I went from working every day. Oomph means someone that worked every day and then all of a sudden they just lost track.
It's hard to get back in that groove. Yeah, I hear you.
I lost track. I lost that oomph. That, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah.
Living in a shed, for God's sakes. I don't have no bills, but it's not very.
Still have goals.
I still have goals. I have, I want to do it. I just lost track of how to do it.
That makes sense. I can totally understand that. It's like, a lot of college kids, they cram, and then they forget everything. It's only as good as like when you're in the rhythm of everything. And then once you're out of the rhythm, nope, it's like starting from ground zero. You gotta start from scratch.
And I lost that.
You gotta start slowly.
I used to work every day, climbing trees, make $1,000 a day. But then I got injured, and that messed up my regimen. I can't do it no more. I've gotten to the point where I can't work, but yet if I collect Social Security, that takes away from all the military money that they owe me for getting injured, and I can't do that. I'll wait, and they're waiting for me to die. So be it.
Something you told me before was, you said, I couldn't go back to work right now. You said
No.
You said there's too much, like the drinking or something.
Can't.
So what do you actually need, like, to move forward and to like achieve these goals and to have this real growth? Like, what is it you actually need?
I need to be sent away, and it's gonna cost money, and I don't have that. So
Send away to what?
Sent away long term, not no 3-day detox. It's not happening.
You come back.
3
to the same
days is not
situation.
going to kill 40 years of drinking. It just ain't working.
You've tried that. You've done that.
Multiple times, and I feel it's a lost cause, because you're helping somebody that's been drinking 40 years that it ain't going to work. I need more. I need to get sent away. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye-bye. If anybody listens, 92.7.
Oh, God.
That was a joke. Appreciate it.
I think that's
It's just one of them things.
yeah. I mean, if you do a 3-day thing and you come back to a slippery place, you're gonna fall. You know?
I need to be sent away.
Would you do it?
Yes. In a heartbeat.
So you got to deal with people like, why don't you clean up? Why don't you do
I'll
this?
deal
Why don't
with
you-"
them.
But you know what you want, but it's just
It's-
not achievable right now.
Nope. Costs money, man. Costs money to get help.
Yeah.
And that's wrong. That's not the American way. Send my ass away. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye-bye.
I'm like a resource for that.
You need to listen to the radio.
I know this.
But
That's what we started talking about initially, was real radio.
I just feel like life that nowadays for kids, you either get an education or you're not going to be nothing. Either you're born into a business, which your family gives you, or you're going to be nothing unless you have an education. And that's the way it is. It's going to be that way whether you like it or not. It's too bad.
There's a lot of different directions to take with that. But yeah,
No,
traits.
you got to have education or a trade.
Yeah, and I think it's important too, with the military, if people do decide to go to the military, to think long term about the military, instead of
Either you got gold on your shoulder or silver. You're not going to be buried correctly, and that's a given. Well, I did 8 years and come back in a coma. And my attitude, fuck you. And that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel, because I earned it. I just got misfortunate by coming back in a coma. You claim that I lose everything because I don't remember? No. Well, how did I get these fucking medals for nothing? Really? Those weren't given to me. Those were earned. That's a hard subject.
It's understandable.
Jesus.
I'd imagine anytime you get blown up, pretty tough to talk about. You're actually the only
It's a
person I
hard
know.
deal, man. It's a hard deal. People think they got it. Life is not what you think it is. It's what you make it. If you do not, you're going to suffer. I rely on nothing. Nothing. That's what I do. I don't rely on no one. It would be nice to meet a nice woman, have a life. But as long as I'm living like I am, I'm not going to meet nothing but a tramp. And I don't want that in my life. I don't. I need somebody that would love me for me. Period. Bar none. I'm just struggling trying to make it, man. I look like shit.
I love that though, Steve. I mean, that's like at the base of life.
I'm not fake.
We're meant to, find love, and we're not meant.
I
to,
had
we're not
one
meant
at
to
one
do life
time.
alone.
She died of breast cancer, right in Tropical Farms. She was the love of my life. She was my best friend, but she died, and that was it. Been 9 years.
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay. She's in a good place. I believe that. One thing I believe in is Lord Jesus Christ. If you do not, you're fucking up.
I don't think they'll put that on the billboard.
You're fucking up. You made a bad decision, dog.
God. Yeah. Damn.
People think life's so fucking easy. You're an idiot. Everybody's what's in your wallet. No,
What's in your heart?
thank you.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to talk. I mean, I told you this when we first started talking, which I think it kind of freaked you out a little bit because I drove past you.
I was like, what? Are you a newspaper reporter?
I drove past you, and I had a camera on me, and I had everything on me.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
I went on
bitch.
too strong.
Point that somewhere else.
But
I was like, what?
I'm passionate. Oh God! But
Yeah, but I don't like cameras.
I know I didn't know at the time.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
That's why I had to learn how to use
ever
this
since I was a
microphone.
kid.
God,
That's badass.
that thing is cool, huh? It's gonna sound good too. I'll show you when I get it all edited and stuff. Come out here and drink some coffee, listen to some Fleetwood Mac, and then put this on. Heck yeah! But what I was saying, like when I first saw you, I saw you as a kid. I know I'm repeating the story, but I gotta say, I saw you as a kid. I was maybe 15. I was riding my bike around, and you were out here. You were by Winn-Dixie.
I always gave you good advice.
Well, you didn't give me good advice, but you must have gave someone else good advice.
What did I do? What'd I do wrong? Oh, shit.
I was driving around, and I was next to you, and I stopped next to you. I was getting a drink or something. And you, hey man, I really hate to ask you this. Like, I saw it on your face. Like, you did not want to ask this shit. And you're like,
I can't say
but I'm struggling. Is there any way you could give me $1? I was like, yeah, man, of course. I gave you $1, and you said, you have no idea how hard it is for me to ask, and I'll pay you back. And I was like, don't worry, man. You don't have to pay me back. Like, it's okay. We all need help sometimes. And 3 weeks later, get your damn money out of here. Get your money. I already did it. Listen to the end of the story. 3 weeks later, I was riding around on my bike again, and you waved me down. You were kind of by the same spot when Dixie. You waved me down. I go over there. I was, hey man, what's going on? He said, hey, here's that $1 I owed you, and you paid me
I
back.
remember that.
And you paid me back, yeah. And you have no idea, Steve, but as a kid, that went so deep to me. I'm dead serious. That went so deep to me. And it taught me, one, a person's situation does not define them.
At all.
No. And that's not even what good people do, man. That's like what diamonds do. Because to me, like, you know, I didn't know much. But someone in that position, I didn't need that. I didn't expect that. And you still did it. It taught me the value of character.
What's the point?
Man, you taught me that at a young age. And I'm so grateful for you. Seriously. I've always been grateful for you. And now I'm thankful to be friends with you, man. I'm so fortunate.
Once a friend, always a friend. Friends are hard to find, big dog.
Especially good ones. But then I left for a little bit. I did some traveling. I was in Holland for a good while, Thailand. Yeah,
Oh, the
sick.
women. I heard they're hot.
They're not bad.
I like hotties.
They're tall too. But when I
Ooh.
came back and I saw you, it kind of broke my heart, honestly. I saw you, and then that's where this idea came up, man. Honestly, I was like, I saw you, and I remember that story. I remember what you did and what you taught me. And I was like, if I could change one person's mind about not grouping people together, you know, and to try to see people for their character,
Gotcha.
then one person, you know, because everyone's like, yeah, you're crazy. You live in a fantasy. That's not real. You're never going to change. People's minds are gone. I was like, I don't want to change people. I want to change one person. It sounds a little more achievable. I was like,
Yeah.
then, man, so be it. Because what you did to me, you changed my outlook. I can't.
I've
talk
never
to
had
people.
anybody say that to me.
Dude, you probably have no idea how many people you help or touch. Like I said,
A lot.
you're like, what? I give you good advice? Yeah, because you're helping kids and stuff, and
Every day. I've had women, moms, come up and says, here's $20 for looking after my kid.
you're riding their bike around, trying to
Just
get
like
into some
that.
bad shit, and you sit there and
Yeah, and I said, little bitch. Come here. Come here.
like sit right here with
I
me all
do
day.
that. Oh, yeah, I do that. It's in my nature, man.
Yeah, you're a helper. You're a godsend.
I care. Well, thank you for saying that. I never had anybody say that before.
But man, I bet there's hundreds of people. Because you gotta think, Steve, it's almost been like a generation. I was 15.
It is a generation.
I'm about to be 25.
I've been
Not a
in
generation, but I mean, you know what I mean. A decade, 10 years.
I've
Shit.
been in Hope Sound other than the military. I've been in Hope Sound over 42 years. And I remember when US 1 was dirt and two lane.
Jeez.
Yeah. A lot of history here. I had played baseball in that field right there when I was this tall.
It's probably all dirt.
A lot of history.
Yeah, Hope Sound's developed a lot. You're like a OG in Hope Sound.
Pretty. Yeah. I could fart at Winn-Dixie and they know what it sounded like in Publix.
Good.
All right.
Steve, what do you
All right. I'll wrap it up. If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Tennessee.
Really?
Yes.
How's that?
Tennessee is the most beautiful state I've ever been in my life. You can drink the water you're swimming in. The springs, everything. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
You got some seeds. It's not just.
And you can see the seasons. Here,
Yeah, I
you
like
can't
that too.
see nothing.
Yeah, I'm told we're in like spring, or I'm told we're in fall, but I don't see it. It's like summer
don't
and
see-
hurricane
You
season.
don't see change. Yeah. And I've been in Florida so many years, it just doesn't matter. Life is what you make it, and if you do not make it, you will never amount to anything.
Steve, what is like ideal life for you? Like what's your long
My idea, I want an old piece of crap trailer, a puppy dog, and I'll be happy. A TV, a shitter, and bam, that's it. And I'm not a materialistical type person. It would be nice to be rich, but most people rich are miserable. They don't know what to do with the money they have. They're going to bury themselves with it. They don't contribute.
You think if
It's
you
a
work-
fact, man. And I'm not changing for nothing. Why? God has kept me alive this many years for as many casualties as I've ever had for a reason.
Yeah.
I was put on this earth to do something. The objective of life is finding out what you love to do and get paid for it. It's all about your wallet.
Well, what do you think about payment? Do you think it's payment, money, or do you think it's payment as
It's all money.
helping
Money
people?
hungry.
Well, I mean, you're talking about people, but to you, what do you think?
People to me,
No. You think getting paid, finding what you love, and getting paid to do it. Getting paid with money or getting paid with helping people, friendship. Like, what do you think getting
both.
paid is?
both.
Because I
Both.
feel like you're getting paid, man. You're helping the shitload of, like, a ton of people.
I'm
You're-
very
you're
fortunate
making a
person.
difference.
I have a lot of people.
I'm grateful you're here. A lot of people are grateful you're here, Steve. A lot of people love you. You got a lot of damn love. And you give a lot of love.
I do. I can't help it. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
That's
Go back to New York.
That's the realest kind of love I've ever.
It's true.
I love you, but if you don't get fuck you.
I mean, be a dick somewhere else. We don't need that here. Bye.
All right, Steve. We'll wrap it up.
Hey,
It was,
brother, appreciate it.
as always, I love talking to you. I love you, man. We'll,
Tell your ma I said hey. No, she's cool.
she is cool.
She's cool as shit.
All right, man. Well,
We're done? Peace.
Finn.